yeah.
Hey, what was the heaviest you were at the games? Ever. Heaviest.
God, heaviest?
175 ever?
Maybe 175. No.
Okay.
I was never over 175.
Think about this. Cole Mearns is 10 fucking pounds heavier than you at your heaviest.
Yeah. He's a tick boy.
When you were 175, was it a lot?
Yeah.
Like, this is fucking a lot to lug around. And like,
I felt heavy. I definitely
did.
felt, I did. And I think that was 2016 was my heaviest because that was when I put the most effort into strength and I was trying to eat more. And it's just so hard to fucking gain weight as a CrossFitter because we just that was I think that was one of the reasons why I did as well as I did was because I put so much effort into just being fit, not being the strongest. Obviously that wasn't the fucking case, but I put so much time and effort to being really fucking fit. And it was so hard for me to fucking put on weight, man. Like I would have had to been eating upwards of 10,000 calories a day. Like my training in 2016, looking back on it, it was just nuts. And
give me an example. When you say nuts, give me an example.
Dude, you want to hear a fucking day of 2016?
Yeah. Tell me.
Bro.
Yeah.
I would wake up, I'd have my breakfast and coffee, and then I would go out and I would do
How about that JB creatine?
Oh yeah, creatine, but that's after the workouts and at night.
Okay.
JB, baby, let's go.
Yeah.
So I would wake up, have my breakfast and coffee. I would go out. I would do a warm up workout. I called it, which definitely was way more than a fucking warm up workout, but that's what we called it. Was a warm up workout. It'd be a Metcon of some sort, right? Some sort of light mover. Probably
Helen.
No, like not. I didn't stick to fucking. I never really did the.
I'm just thinking not that workout in particular, but something along that.
Yeah, it probably something with
running and kettlebell swings and
definitely some cardio or some sort of monostructural element in it with then adding in, gymnastics movements or a sled push, something like nothing too crazy technical that wouldn't hurt. Like no heavy barbells, you try to typically stick to lighter barbells if you're going to go barbells, things like that. And we would
if you stop moving, you're a pussy. You would set it up so it'd be like, hey, I need to be moving.
Yeah. There's no reason to. Yeah, exactly. The only reason you're stopping is because you're weak and pathetic in your mind. And so then we would do that. I do have training notebook from my training days, Ian. But anyways,
look at Josh. Well, that's an impressive multitasking. Well, now we have hold on a second.
Yeah.
Currently at minute 23 in the show.
I have every fucking workout since 2012 written down.
Josh is sharing what a typical day was in 2016 when he weighed 175 pounds, and we're talking about what it took for a little small man like him to get so big. And then when Arsvold asked Josh, "Do you have the notebooks of all the training those years?" And Josh said,
and I said, "Yes, I do." And so I would get my breakfast and I'd go out and do a Metcon, probably one or two actually, typically, depending on who was there. And then we'd go into probably like an hour and a half of Olympic weightlifting, which was just, whatever that was at the day, snatch, clean and jerk, accessory work for those movements. And by that time, it'd be about lunch, probably about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock-ish. Go eat lunch, take a little snoozer, little like 10, 15-minute snoozer, have another coffee. Then I'm going back out. I'm doing another pretty hard CrossFit session, conditioning. At that point, we could start to move weight, a little bit more weight. That was probably another hour and a half. Then I would go into a monostructural only workout at the end of the day. So I would end with another just straight hour of about an hour of cardio, which was running, swimming, biking, rowing, one of those 3 or 4 elements. So it was fucking gnarly, man. And then
how long did you maintain that? Was that like 3 months prior to the games, or that was like?
Dude, that was from the moment the games ended, because I didn't. So in 15, right, was the year I didn't make it. Up and basically from regionals to games, I drank myself stupid, and made sure that I got all my feeling sorry for myself.
All the demons back down to where.
Yeah.
Sometimes Josh wouldn't let that. That just meant drink more.
Push them deep. Push those demons deep, and so until the games. I worked out a little bit, but not much. But then once the games were over, it was like,
wait. So seriously, you didn't make the regionals, I know the story. And you didn't make regionals, and you literally went straight to the bar.
I literally was.
Which bar did you go to? Do you remember? It was in San Diego.
Yeah, there's a bar up the street from my house in San Diego. It was called Next Door. And I sat in this back corner and I was lit and like
God,
I bet I wasn't off that floor for 30 minutes and I was already like 3 beers deep.
And just dehydrated and emaciated.
Yeah, and like stressed out as fuck. And like nobody else was in there. And I mean, I was just sitting by myself. Like
It's like 3:30 on a Sunday.
Dude, I wish I would have popped in there with my camera. Hey, John.
That would have been bad. I don't know if I'd still be around if that happened.
I'd be in jail.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be around either.
Yeah, that was a rough one. And so
and literally you drank to the games.
I mean, yeah, pretty much every night I was having some drinks.
Did you do any day drinking?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
And
what was your drink? What was your drink?
I was drinking beer back then.
And were you still in the Navy?
What? So that was early 2015, right? So yeah, I was. I didn't get out until October.
Okay.
Of that year.
Wow.
And so yeah, and then once the games ended, it was like game on. All right, now it's time to go for next year. And I mean,
Did you know that, Josh? Did you know, okay, I'm going to drink myself silly, try not to get thrown in jail or kicked out of the military, and then the second the games are over, I'm going to fucking drop everything and get back on the horse?
Yeah, exactly.
You did know?
Yeah.
The plan. Okay.
Well, yeah, that was the plan. It was like, give yourself some time to grieve, like deal with it all, because the fucking moment the games are over, it's back on, right? And it's like, no more fucking feeling sorry for yourself. Yes, you can have that taste in your mouth, you know, how it felt, but like, it's no more fucking feeling sorry for yourself, because 2015 is over and now we're on to 2016. Right. And that was going to be the year, you know, like it was like, there was nothing going to fucking stop me. And, yeah,
I remember, I remember I was like, hey, are you coming to the games? You're like, fuck that. Fuck no. And then you ended up on the last day.
Saturday night. It was Saturday night. I came for
one event.
Right? Yeah, I came for one event.
Right up in the best, like right on the front row, front seat, like in a place no one was allowed. I'm like, this motherfucker.
Yeah. I remember
seeing you there. That was great seeing you. Are you glad you went to that?
I was very glad. It was like closure on the year.
You told me you were glad, but I wasn't, because I interviewed you behind the scenes, but I wasn't sure if you were just saying that for the camera. You were glad.
No, it was. I did not want to go. There was no part of me that wanted to go. And then like right around the games, someone was like, hey, let's go up and like watch one night of events. And, you know, this is obviously, you know, LA's only an hour and a half from my house in San Diego. And I was like, fuck it. Okay. Yeah, let's go. You know, and I went up for literally one evening and
brother up. It's Josh. Oh, no problem, Josh. No problem.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much what happened. Yeah. And so Dave, you know, got us down on the floor and, it was good. It was closure. It was like, okay, yep, this season's over. I didn't deserve to be here. I didn't work hard enough to be here. Stop feeling fucking sorry for yourself. You know, it wasn't anybody else's fault but yours. And now it's time to fucking go. And it was good.
When you see the fans, is it healing when you're there, or is it embarrassing? Because I think people think it's going to be embarrassing, but then I think it ends up being healing. Like I think what Jason Hopper didn't make the second cut or some shit at the games this last year. I think he probably thought it was going to be embarrassing, but then when he was walking around, people were just loving on him. Yeah,
that's the great part about CrossFit too. You know, the fans are so good to us. They definitely spoil us. They definitely cheer for you when you're at your weakest moments, which is unlike any other sport. You know, and so it's really cool.
Like if Tyson throws an interception, Tyson Bagent or a quarterback, everyone's like, you fucking suck.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
That's funny. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Well, CrossFit fans don't do that.
No, they do not. You know, I mean, there might be here and there, and it's probably people who just don't like you or they like somebody else. And so, but yeah, for the most part, like 99% of CrossFit fans are the absolute best fans on the planet. You know, they cheer for you when you are doing your worst, which is just so uncommon. And yeah, it was I think it was good. I think it was healing because I remember standing there at the bottom and I'm thinking in my head, like, I'm just gonna be able to walk off and like head out. Like nobody cares about me anymore. I didn't make it this year. And all of a sudden there was a fucking line going up the stairs that people still wanted to take pictures with me and signatures and shit. And I'm like, holy shit. And so, sat there and took pictures for a while and it did. I think it was.
Shut up, sit down.
Yeah. Yeah. Be quiet, kid.
Jack who was there? The big one now?
No, that was Knox. That was my younger one.
Dude, Jack is big.
He's almost as tall as me.
Dude, he's big, dude.
Bro,
that's crazy.
He's getting so thick too. I'm like, I like he has his shirt off sometimes. I'm like, damn, bro, you're cut up.
Dude, he's gonna be bigger than you. How old is he? 12?
13.
Yeah, he's gonna be bigger than you in a couple of years.
Yeah,
that's cool. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. I hope he's fucking 5'11".
Bro, greedy fuck. I'm going 5'7", baby.
Yeah, no, I know, right? Yeah. Come on, boy. No, man, I'm like really starting to kind of push the working out. It's like, hey man, you want to play sports? Like you gotta start working out. And he's impressing me with the weights he's lifting now. Like he's back squatting yesterday. We were doing triple back squats at like 140, 145, something like that, which I'm like, dude, you only weigh 100 pounds.
Dude, yeah. For people who don't know, this is just a boy. I couldn't believe when you put 135 on there. I'm like, okay, that's enough. What are you doing, Josh? Leave him alone. I was like, dang.
Yeah, no, man. They're both, and like my younger one too, man. Like they're just so fucking impressive. I'm like, damn, like good on you boys. And dude, they're gritty on any field they're playing, court, field, baseball diamond, like they're athletes, man, and it's cool.
For the little bit I saw Jack, he looks stoic. He looks like, hey, I'm gonna grind this out.
Yeah, they both are. But dude, I call the little one's like an ice man. Like that fucking dude's got ice in his veins.
He didn't get much camera time. He was pushed over to the Jacob's ladder.
Yeah, that's right.
I did like it though when he's like, "Am I done?" And you're like, "We haven't even started." I'm like, "Oh, I know that talk."
Yeah, yeah, yep. Oh gosh, that is one thing where it's like, they come down and like, oh, are we almost done, Dad? I'm like, yeah, we're almost done. And it's like, we're like fucking an hour left of working out. We're almost done. Yeah. Cause for me, an hour is a short fucking period of time. Like I'm still training 2 hours a day. So
no, it looks like it, dude. You look like a freak right now. Is that your rooster?
No, I wish. That's my wife's we were up at my wife's family's in Montana.
God, that's a nice rooster.
Dude, they have like 9. They're the best eggs. They feed them like mealworms.
Rooster or chicken? Isn't that a rooster?
No, that's a chicken. That's a chicken.
Oh, it is?
Oh. Yeah,
how would I know the difference? Do you know the difference?
I don't know the difference.
They have a huge like head. Like the big red thing is a lot bigger.
Oh.
Yeah, they got like 9 chickens. They got dude, they fucking deer just like walk up to you on their property. Like it's crazy, man. I love it up there.
Someone asked me if Caleb's allowed to speak. They're like, "Hey, is that guy not allowed to speak?"
Knox is.
I don't know.
You're talking about Knox?
No, Caleb, because Caleb the first time in the show. But
yeah, no.
These texts or DM, is Caleb not allowed to speak?
Yeah. No, what I was saying about we were talking about Knox on the
Jacob's ladder.
When he was working out, he's a little more camera shy. He doesn't like to be on camera that much. Like
Good, that's healthy.
Yeah, and I go, dude, like you don't want to be on it, that's fine. Like I'll just tell, I'm like, you don't even have to do this. You don't have to be in here if you don't want to. He's like, no, I do, but I just don't
tell all the girls about Jax. It's no big deal.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. But yeah, so
typical day, wake up and eat, Metcons, Olympic lifting, lunch, coffee, power nap, more CF conditioning, then back to heavy weights, and then monostructural. Good night. See you tomorrow morning.
And then you had to
no recovery in those days, right? No ice bath, no sauna.
All of it.
Oh, you did that shit back then too?
I still did it. Yeah. So that was 16. That's when I started. No. It was right after 16. But I did ice baths in 16. But that was more like just legs, just my legs. Right. I wanted my legs to recover. And then I think I bought the sauna in 17. And so, yeah, I really started doing, but I did a lot of recovery back then. I would get in the Normatex. I would use my E-stem machines, the Power Dot. I would like go get massages and acupuncture 2 to 3 times a week. Like that was actually one of the main reasons I felt like I could stay in the game as long as I did. Cause my last year, I was 35 when I made the games. I could have went masters, whatever. But I think I stayed so long and stayed capable because I focused so much on recovery.
And then you go to the game, and that was the year this all started, because we were talking about you weighed 175. So you show up for in the open. When do you start realizing that, hey, this is a lot of weight?
It was mainly just on runs. I felt like my run times kind of like were harder to keep up. Like I push pace.
It wasn't like putting on and off your shirt, like simple things like that, or
no.
Okay.
No, it was like and then gymnastics movement started to feel a little bit heavier, right? Like I was like, damn, I used to be able to do however many muscle ups, and now it's like, okay, these pulls feel a little bit harder now at like earlier numbers, where I don't know, I could probably do like in my peak, I was probably doing like 27, 28 muscle ups at a time. I could at least, I'm sorry. And now it's like, I wouldn't get fatigued. I wouldn't start feeling like a struggle to like early 20s. Now it was like, oh shit, like 15, 16, 17, I'm starting to feel like I'm feeling heavier. And then my runs, I'd be like, oh shit, I'm feeling like I'm carrying more weight. Just, you just have that like body awareness.
Yeah. For me, it's all I don't notice on runs, but just it's all gymnastics. It's all pull-ups and shit start getting weird quick.
Yeah.
But I'm not nearly as good a shape as you. Hey, did you win Murph that year, 2016?
Yeah, that was 16.
So even though your running you're saying you felt it, if I paid in my running, you still won the running. You still won the running gymnastics workout.
Well, yeah, that was one of them.
Which is cool. Which
means but I think that was just a claim to my fitness. It was more so like I was so fucking fit that year.